So, yeah, thank you. So this is like the vision, okay? So for me, the vision is like the vision 1-2, right? Correct?
Yes.
Yeah, that's to plant 2 house churches in 1 year. Okay? And so I think we started officially for your region April. Okay, so we're talking about April 18 to March 19. That's the time frame, correct? Yeah. And the location is Mersing, of course. And that's the overall vision, right? So what I normally do is, okay, that's the vision, that's where we are headed, but we're here, wherever here is. So I need to hear from you, okay? And then we need to seek God for wisdom, how to get from here to here, okay? And obviously, it's not going to be one big jump, lah, huh? Right? So I think the reality is that, okay, from wherever we are, we take our first step, then next step, and so on. Okay. And maybe at some point we see a breakthrough, lah. All right. So this is more realistic. Okay. So that's why I want to hear from the team. It's okay. Where are we? Where are we? Okay. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe feel free to share a couple of things. Maybe as you share, like what you understand of the vision, mission, and what are the highlights, what are the challenges, and maybe your take how we can move forward. Huh? Okay. So feel free.
Start from you first. Oops.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think where we are right now is thank God for the breakthroughs, small little
Yeah.
breakthroughs that we are having.
Yeah. Okay.
We have about 30 children now coming in to attend the fun factory.
Yeah.
So we have the parents coming in also, which is a good sign that we can target the parents also.
Yeah.
And apart from that, over the previous visits, we had 3 salvations and 1 discipling that's happening at the moment. There is 1 resident along the Mersing, the place that we are in. She have almost like their family given the consent, their daughter given the consent that we can open the church cell group there. So this is basically the outlook that we see. Typically, I see that the opportunities are that God have strategically placed us in that place, in Jalan Padang, and that area, because that area is basically a lot of residence houses. So
What's the name of the place again?
Jalan Padang.
Jalan Padang.
Yeah, so basically that area is actually a residential area.
Yeah.
So and the residents are really very friendly people. So as they continue to see us every other week, they begin to realize that these people are here to help us, and slowly they are opening up lah. They are interacting. Even as we go for breakfast, to a little community center
Yeah.
place. The residents more open for us to
Yeah.
get involved with them, that kind of thing. So I see that God
Yeah.
has strategically placed us because we were
Okay.
going around few other places, but somehow the other we find that there is this direction, and
Yeah.
that houses that was given to us were all about children concept. So I know clearly
Yeah.
that definitely the focus was God was driving the children and the parents. So that was the thing. And there's a lot of youth who actually play opposite our place that we stay. There's there's
Yeah.
a kind of a children playground there where the youth are playing. So far we haven't yet touched the youth lah. But again, generally that town is ripe for harvest.
Yeah.
Why I say that is because my observation in that town is that no matter who we go and speak
Yeah.
out or reach out, there's this openness. That means they are not
Okay.
closed. So even the uncle Mr. Po,
Yeah.
he has a cake shop there. Then we
Yeah.
go speak to him. He quietly asks us, "No, are you
Yeah.
evangelist?"
Yeah.
Then we are thinking, "Oh, why he asked this question?" But he
Yeah.
say, "It's okay. Please come and have your meeting in my shop."
Yeah.
And even he give us a discount. So I
Yeah.
see the welcoming hand.
Yeah.
That to me is the cloud
Yeah.
of fire by day, because God
Yeah,
is
yeah.
gone before us to activate and prepare that place.
Yeah.
So much to the time when during the prayer time when we went around to pray,
Yeah.
we found that wow, this place so quiet.
Yeah.
The town center was quiet because a lot of shops not doing well,
Yeah.
and a kind of image that it presented itself was far different from what we see now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So so to me that is the opportunity that we are in at the moment.
Yeah.
So the challenge of course is basically for us to be consistent, and because one of the things that we also start to see is transportation, because as more people start to join us, there also will be some challenges to find a transport to get there.
Yeah.
And the other thing is also would be how I do not know how. I'm still praying that God will give us strategy over the youth, because right now the youth need to be also reached out there. So there is one of the things that will happen or should happen lah.
Okay.
So and our next visit also we are praying that God will give a few more salvation. That there are some families that we already made enough contact that we should actually start connecting with them.
Okay. Thank you. It's good. So Samuel, how many times have you been there?
I think it's going to be 5th visit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So were you on the first trip? The one in April?
Yeah.
Every trip.
Wow. So 1, 2.
Yeah.
So far 8 trips I saw.
Is it 5th or 8th? Maybe.
We started
Is
April.
it April? April. Then
April
Eight lah,
lost
so
contact.
7 and 8 you're on
Seven
the
ah.
first trip.
Oh.
Then
I know
21st
I
and 22nd.
went with the brother Wilson one time, so that one.
Cannot, we don't include.
Yeah.
Okay.
21st, 22nd,
Okay.
11th May,
Mm.
8th of June, 22nd June, 13th July, 27th July. And then this last one, 10th August.
Yes.
That's the one when you're at the Fun Factory.
Yeah. Correct.
Okay. Okay, Jasper, there's some feedback from you.
Start with where we are first.
Yeah, sure.
Currently, we are still at farming stage. I see that
Farming.
we are farming the seeds.
Sowing.
Sowing, and then farming as in where is the place that to find souls,
Yeah,
Yeah, and thank God for like what Samuel said,
yeah,
that through the Fun Factory, we can find parents
yeah,
in Connect, which is rather consolidated
Yeah.
in better way than we go streets one
Yeah.
by one and ask. So to me, this is a platform.
Yeah.
To me lah, because I currently serve in Fun Factory
Yeah.
in Tampines. Yeah, so I can see that there is a great potential there
Okay.
to reach out to the parents.
Yeah.
And in fact, after the Fun Factory, what we can do is maybe to connect with the parents and ask them how do they feel about the first Fun Factory.
Yeah.
Yeah, and have to even make appointment to see them if they are,
Yeah.
they're open to meet us. Yeah, and of course encourage them to come forward for the second
Yeah.
or third Fun Factory. Of course, I see Fun Factory as a dual platform, one for the children and one for the parents.
Yeah.
Yeah, so much as because I myself as a
Yeah.
parent, I know that if my children are good, I'm good.
Yeah.
This is the parent's heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I really hope that we can
Yeah.
tap on here that what we really, laid the foundation and
Yeah.
work with the parents,
Sure.
towards the parents. Yeah.
Yeah.
The parents means the husband and the wife lah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also I feel that this Mersing is miracles in a sense that we have Samuel, a Tamil speaking person,
Yeah.
and then we have Chinese also. So as I shared on Wednesday prayer meeting, I said this is God ordained. God
Yeah.
actually bring him here because if we all Chinese go there, we also don't know
Yeah.
how to minister to the Tamil. And Mersing is very strange. English is their second language. So Tamil first language and then Chinese first language. So we are in between. So
Yeah.
sometimes I felt that, wow, cannot be all Chinese because my friend here will be standing there
Yeah.
asking us, translate. Can be quite boring. But God is so good. As
Yeah.
I said this to God,
Yeah.
and the Tamil doors start to open.
Yeah.
There are more Tamil kids
Yeah.
that's, cling on to you.
Yeah.
And then you begin to see more Tamils and
Yeah.
you go with the Tamils like
Yeah.
the washing, the hari washing,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So they are really Tamil speaking people. And we have these two ethnic groups that we need to work together. So our challenges, I see that if we connect with Fun Factory as a whole with the children, our English needs to be very simplified. That neither the Tamil first language or the Chinese first language will understand and get it, and enjoy. Most of all, they must enjoy the things that we plan for them, and then they learn, right? They learn, and then the parents will trust us, that the children actually receive. Yeah. So challenges, I think like what Samuel said, challenges is the transportation. Yeah, we tried the route of going by bus. Maybe the way we tried maybe a bit too gung ho lah. We went in the
Yeah.
middle of the night to check in, and then it was so tiring.
Yeah.
So by bus, not possible. But if that trip is for Fun Factory trip, it will be challenges for us because we need to be there early. Yeah, also we have stuff to carry.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for non-Fun Factory trips, maybe you still can go by bus,
Yeah.
but don't go by the old way lah. That we go in the middle of the night. Yeah, I don't know.
Also,
So that's
the problem is the whole Mersing have no public transport system. So once you are in, everywhere you want to move, really you need some transport to bring you. So this is one of the big challenge because the places are very far. Like if you want to go to the neighboring village, which is endowed,
Yeah.
even by car it takes about half an hour plus to drive there. So I see that transport is like the key backbone that
Yeah.
you need to have lah.
Yeah. Also, I want to tap on, even for Fun Factory, as we said, we use the children as a platform,
Yeah.
but we don't neglect the children that they don't learn about Jesus, because in Singapore Fun Factory is you come Fun Factory, you learn, you come to connect group also. Children also have their own connect group, and then they also learn about Jesus. You know what I mean? So it's not just the parent thinking, it's also the children. Yeah. And so I think emerging the connect group is the first thing first we must do lah. Yeah. Otherwise, we will perhaps may be wrong that we may have backlogs. Yeah.
Another one important thing is language, like what she mentioned, is very, very critical. Cantonese is one of the main language so far I've seen that there's affinity lah. When you speak in Cantonese, people feel at home, you can connect. So especially our neighborhood is mainly Cantonese speaking residents. So so I do not know how good we are in Cantonese, but that's very important to for this thing.
Okay, thank you. I hear from Gloria.
So, truly, it's just like open doors, really open doors. And the people, they are very open to connect with us. Talk about this Fun Factory. Majority of the children, the parents have never seen us. They only saw our banner, one banner in the city near the one of the car parks. So what they did, they saw that, they just drive, drop their children at our gate, and they went off. They have never seen us. They do not know who we are. Some came because of the Facebook, because we advertise once or twice in Facebook through a local of Mersing. So when Samuel talked about the open thing, I also say, imagine that one. All the cars come, then they just drop their kids, then they left. 1.5 hour later, they came to pick up. They didn't even say hello to us. The father, the mother, just the car come to children.
So they're very desperate.
How come they
get a break?
Then I
compared to Singapore kids.
Then I hop onto this one.
The parents.
So when some of the mothers came, physically accompanied the child to do the sign up registration. So then Jasper say, ask the parents if they want to stay behind, let them stay, then they can see what we do. So 5 women stayed behind. So while they were running, I went to befriend them. In that short conversation, these mothers said to me, they said, we ourselves, we need a support group. We ourselves, we need a support group. Then they begin to talk about as mother, parenting, as woman, woman. So then so I offered them. I say, why not we have chit-chat discussion on topics? Of course, you all know where I'm coming. I'm giving birth to a connect group. And they were so delighted. In our team, we have a Patrick Chong, who's principal of a health product school. So he does talks all the time. Talks. He has his business is give health talk. But he will use this health talk to bring people to Jesus. He happens to be in Sam's group. So the last Friday outreach, he was doing that. So Patrick is also a parent. His children quite big. Patrick hopped in, and he shared with them what he's doing, and they are very keen. So we are strategizing, because we will do topics. This mother can come, children doing with them. Patrick and me will do this kind of talk. Then, so we have one plan. 22nd December. We want to have a very big gathering of all these parents. But our target is our big outreach actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, 22nd December is the strategy.
Oh, 22nd December.
Yeah.
Wow.
December.
Yeah, 3 months time. You still don't know?
So
All this
outreach
thing
is-
is in the paper many times already.
Is it outreach? Is it?
Anyway, I don't want to harp on this. Yeah.
Outreach.
Yes, it's called. It's
With
to
parents.
us. It's outreach. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So since we got all these parents, we will invite them to this.
Yeah.
Yeah, parents gathering. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have one sister who sings very well, super well. She can sing Cantonese and Mandarin and English. She's our worship leader of our Hokkien service. So her voice is excellent. I spoke to her. She's available, and she will sing 3 languages, maybe 2 songs only. The same song can be sang in many languages. And
So
because
Tamil
it's so
lah.
Cantonese, our area is so Cantonese, I've requested Brother Charles to be the speaker. A 20-minute talk. So he has to apply for leave. If his leave is not approved, I have a backup preacher. Yeah.
Okay.
So that is at the moment what
Yeah.
we hope to do on 22nd December to have a big.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
If not every month, with the parents that come, we will do that kind of talk while the children are having program with Jasper. Yeah. So we actually only have 3 months to do all this. December, yeah. So Patrick is available to do all the talks.
Actually, yeah, we can do quite a few things with the parents. I mean, the way I look at it, because Patrick already shared the time. He said he want to do body, mind, and soul,
Okay.
wholeness, wellness, kind of thing. So when it come to the soul,
Yeah.
soul health. So that's where you
The
bring
biblical
in the
thing.
good news.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a regular conference speaker, so
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Anything else? It's okay.
This
Okay.
supposed to be
For the
here.
lead, I see.
So
Okay.
as for language,
Yeah.
like now we give birth to.
Yeah. No. This is just to. This
Now
one I
we
can
give
drink.
birth to a connect group, and we also have discipling group with Hai. The medium of language for the Chinese people will be Mandarin or Cantonese. So Brother Charles asked me, your first CG with Hai, who's going to do it? What language? So I told him I will do it. I will do it in Cantonese and Mandarin. So for Brother Sam, I can give him the answer. It's not going to be issue because we speak broken, we'll still do it.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for sharing. Let me just kind of sum it up lah, so I know that I'm connecting with you guys where you're at. So what I'm hearing broadly can be under 3 things lah. First, thank God, I think you're all sensing there's open heavens, people are open, friendly, and a good time to sow, to do farming, like you say, to sow the seeds of the gospel, and using a variety of methods, whether it's connecting with people, when you go down there, and somehow you get to know them, and then the Lord has already provided somebody who has helped you all to do the fun factory, right?
Yes.
And through that first fun factory in August, you've seen very good response.
Yes.
And especially
Fantastic.
being able to connect with the parents,
Yes.
so that the possibility of small groups, especially in the mothers, that can take place and can be a platform for other things that that we have in mind. So that's the first thing that I'm hearing. Then the second thing which I'm hearing also is the challenge of getting there, the transportation and the time that you have, you know, and then after getting there, getting around, because they don't have public transportation like we're used to having here. So it's like we really have to have our own vehicle to get around, you know, just to save time and to be able to do things.
Just interrupt a while. Example, we were expecting 20 kids, so we bought 20 buns. And then they came 30, so wow, we have to go and top up the buns. And they really have to drive out and go and pick up.
Right. Good thing you have a
that
car
kind
like
of
that
thing.
time, Okay, so that's the second major thing that I pick up. And then the third thing that I also picked up, although it wasn't dealt with at length, is what I'm seeing is the lack of consistency in your being able to be there. You know, so there are at least 2 months when you only had one visit, and that's in May and in August. So especially in August, my concern is that now that you have these results and they are left on their own for almost a month, so the question I have is, what's happening, you know?
Exactly.
Because unless you're able to build up, so easy to lose the momentum. And then try to rebuild the momentum is not easy. So one thing we learn about momentum is that you must continue. So it's no point you get so-called breakthrough, but then you lose the whole momentum. Then to get back in again, not so easy, you know. Sometimes it's even more difficult. You get what I'm saying? So those are the realities that's before us. And so today I want to share 2 things. Where are we? We kind of know where are we. And then the steps forward. All right? So in sharing the steps forward, there are 2 aspects. First is like what we're discussing, you know. And at some point, we have to make a commitment that no matter what happens, we are committed to being there at least 2 or 3 times a month. That's part of the reality, because if you don't have that, then you're not going to make any progress. In fact, you're going to go backwards. And we don't gain the trust of those people.
Correct.
You can see they don't see us really committed. You know, you come only when you can, as it were. You know, I put it quite bluntly. So because that's going to come across to them. Whereas if we make a commitment, no matter what, we're going to be there. Whether it's twice a month or 3 times a month, I would suggest that at least twice, if not 3 times, especially if you have 5 weeks in a month. You see. So because if you don't have that, the interval between when you connect with them is just too long. And too many things will have happened in between, you see. You see, so that's part of the reality. I understand about logistics, but somehow I mean, this is where the region has to, kind of, as it were, back you up in terms of prayer, in terms of. So, Sam, have you ever used your car before to drive up?
Once.
Or once? I see. Okay, the other time was Patrick.
Once and then break down.
I see. You really have to pray because there could be spiritual warfare, even your accident. You get what I'm saying? I don't normally emphasize too much about spiritual warfare, but it's real, you see. So you need really to pray against that. All right. But somehow I'm not sure. What's the reality? Because you do need to have a car.
Correct.
You see. So I have to really pray, God will just give us those with the vehicles and, I don't see a need for more than 4 or 5 people at one time to go there. Okay. In fact, sometimes when you do a larger group, it's even more challenging. Because we are just barely starting, and I'll be sharing the other side of it. Now we're just kind of dealing with the logistical realities
Yes,
and
yes,
challenges.
correct.
Okay. The other thing which to back you all up is prayer. You know, so I think Gloria mentioned about prayer, right?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
have our team very blessed from day number 1.
Okay.
Yeah, we have 20 people every Wednesday
Okay.
synchronized praying for us.
So I don't know what that means in terms of
Yeah.
synchronized prayer.
12:45 to 1:15 every Wednesday, they will pray the prayer pointers that we have
I
sent to
see.
them.
12:45 to 1:15 in the
Yeah.
afternoon lah.
Yeah,
I see. About
20
half an hour.
person. Yeah.
Every day.
Every
week.
Wednesday. Yeah.
Every Wednesday.
Yeah.
Okay.
We
But
give
just-
them the
but
prayer
just to
pointers.
share lah, because Noi is my colleague.
Yeah.
She say it's impossible to at that time. So I say you never pray lah. She say, it's like
Yeah.
it's their work time, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean this is from
Okay.
the
Yeah,
ground.
They never
will-
say to me,
Yeah.
but they in the all this chat they respond to me.
Yeah.
Oh.
They never indicate, but
Sure,
when
sure.
when we come back from the field, I always
Okay.
text
she
them
always
Sure,
to tell
sure,
them
sure.
what has
That's
happened,
Sure, sure.
and nobody say that.
Okay.
Now that I know this,
Yeah.
I will arrange for a better time. I will ask them
okay.
feedback.
Can I suggest that? I mean, 20 is good, but I would rather have 2 who are really committed.
I have Deborah Wee
Okay.
and another
Okay.
person.
Then don't worry
100%.
so much about the 20. Okay. In fact, I'm just asking for 1 prayer rep.
Yeah.
Then of course they may involve 1 or 2 others, but I don't see more than that because they really has to catch the passion.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
am I right, Brother Chua?
Yeah.
This prayer rep that we are talking about now
Yeah.
has to be our team member?
Yeah.
Yes.
Obviously, they have
So,
to be in the team.
this one, no
Yeah.
issue.
So because if they're not in the team, they're not catching the
this
spirit.
I don't pray on 12:45 lah. I pray in the morning.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
But
On
what I'm
Wednesday, I
saying
pray in
is
the
that
morning. In fact, I pray every day.
Yeah, we all,
Yeah.
my team all are intercessors
okay, I understand that, but I need to have 1 person.
to be a rep.
Yeah, to be a rep and to take responsibility.
Yeah.
You see, it's like somebody said that if you think everybody is doing it, it ends up
Then
maybe nobody is doing
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You see, so we have to have 1 person who's
Sign up.
committed, and that's the person. You see, when we know that we tell them about prayer needs, we know prayer will take place.
So
Okay.
I kind of suggest Brother Sam.
Yeah. Is there somebody else apart from Brother Sam? Yeah.
It must be in the team, right?
Yeah, I mean, it should be in the team lah.
Yeah.
But not necessarily that they have to be there, going to Mersing all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
I think the prayer person should be making at least 1 or 2 trips. That's all, just to know.
Can feel
But
the-
otherwise,
Yeah,
otherwise
feel the
they can be
connection.
based in
Yeah.
Singapore. You get what I'm saying? Yeah,
Because
but
you're
they're
not
part of
in
the team.
When I say team, Brother Chua, is
Yeah.
they travel with us to the
I
field.
see.
So no need, right?
Yeah, they can be in the team if they're providing prayer backup. I would say that they need to be there.